drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go. Throw shade, that's a no. Go high, go low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, me more. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Join number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up.
Good evening and welcome back to RunTellThatToo, Night Talk. I'm Teddy, and it is Saturday, right? The 24th of January. It's 10:18, and I'm with you. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. I was trying. Wait a minute. I was looking something up. And I thought I would have time to look it up while the intro was playing. Just turn this down. Hang on. I will look for it when I'm playing music. So, how is everyone tonight? Yeah. You doing okay? You ready for the snow? Ready for the cold weather? Yeah. Did you hear there was another tragic shooting today in Minneapolis. This time it was a 37-year-old male. He was an ICU nurse. That makes it so tragic. All of it's tragic. But, reports are coming out. Information is coming out. And we will know more about it tomorrow. I'm sure I will talk about it. It's very, very distressing. When I didn't learn about, the victim in this until later this evening. And I saw on someone's, headline, it said ICU nurse. I was just reeling with all kinds of thoughts and feelings, because this is really turned tragic. And I don't even know what more has happened. I haven't really watched more of the protests tonight. I haven't. Oh, I'm just, I cannot, I cannot even imagine, not knowing the total story, but I can't imagine that an ICU nurse was there trying to harm someone. I can't even imagine it. So I need to, I'm going to wait till, listen to, any news coverage or conference, but this is just shocking. And he was probably there trying to assist someone or do something. I don't know, but I can't imagine that. I saw a picture of him. I've got to read more. Wow, this is awful. Just awful. It is. Good evening to my moderators, Baby Juju and Vicky Black. I see you at the bottom, Mimi Twin. Let me go right up through. I see Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Says Teddy, make sure. Let's see. You find the actual video recorded by another protester and not what the media said. The Bulwark YouTube channel did a live today with the video. I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it. I'm just, now that I'm learning, it will be hard to even watch that footage. Oh, I can't imagine. His family, I don't even know if he had family. I'm sure, maybe his parents, because he was young. He was 37. And you talk about protests in the streets. And they said it's peaceful protests. Tonight, I haven't watched really much of it. He was a nurse for the VA hospital. Wow. And you need nurses working at the VA. That's not an easy job. And, to take care of veterans, oh, that's just sad. It's tragic beyond. It really is. It's just stunning. I'm sorry that it happened to a nurse, maybe helping someone. Oh my goodness. He was trying to help a woman that they had shoved to the ground, like any good man would. Yeah. So he ended up, I have to read the article. I read a little bit and saw, but I don't have the details, because when it first happened, I thought someone said he was like 50, 51 or something like that. And by the time I, got back around to even looking at it tonight a little bit, then they said it was 37 and showed his picture. Like, how did they get that? Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so painful. Oh. They pepper sprayed him, beat him with a gun, then shot. Oh my. I can just bear thinking about it. I mean, really, it just strikes in a certain way. Oh. And from his picture, he He looked like, it wasn't a large frame or, just a nurse in the crowd. Wow. This has just gotten out of hand. Have you watched any of it tonight? I haven't. I haven't. So I will. I'm that YouTube channel, because what are you saying that there are, wait a minute, there are different recordings of him that they are showing? What has the I haven't looked. I just haven't. What is the White House response been? I can look, but he was just trying to help a woman who had been pushed by those masked goons, sprayed him, beat him. Then, honestly, this is a sad day for this nation. When it is. Yes, trigger warning for mature audiences only. Oh my. What is CNN? So the latest, Minnesota officials are at odds with DHS over the account of the man that was killed by federal agent, as a new video has emerged. Oh, I can't even watch it. The video appears to show a federal officer had taken a gun away from a Minneapolis man prior to a Border Patrol agent fatally shooting him today. The man has been identified as Alex Preety, a 37-year-old who sources say worked as an ICU nurse. Police said he believed to have been a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. Clashing narratives. The Department of Homeland Security has said that the agent killed Preety in self-defense, a narrative Minnesota Governor Tim Walz called nonsense and lies. Minnesota authorities also sued the Trump administration, claiming its officials took from the scene of the shooting and prevented state officials from inspecting. Tensions flare as anti-ICE protesters were already marching in Minneapolis today. Despite frigid temperatures, authorities used tear gas and flash bangs to disperse an angry crowd confronting agents after the shooting. Witnesses say, or a witness has said, Alex Preety didn't resist or reach for a gun before shooting in new court filing. A witness to Saturday's shooting in Minneapolis described watching a man, later identified as Alex Preety, be shot by a federal agent after trying to help a woman who had been pepper sprayed, saying he did not resist or reach for a gun, according to a new filing in a lawsuit against the Trump administration brought by protesters in December. I have read the statement from DHS about what happened, and it is wrong, the unnamed witness said in the filing. The man did not approach the agents with a gun. He approached them with a camera. He was just trying to help a woman get up, and they took him to the ground. Oh, they've canceled events. Venues are closed throughout Minneapolis amid city unrest. NBA postponed scheduled games. Different theaters are closed. Institute arts closed. Music venues closed. Oh, just so tragic. It was not self-defense, and the video proves it. It's good that they have the video. They'd already beat him. Oh my. And he had a license to carry. I'm just, wow. This is a black eye for sure. It's going to be on the administration on ICE. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Trying to find something. Yeah. If this is how they treat U.S. residents, can you imagine at the actual border? No. It proves nothing they say can be trusted. They lied about Renee Good too. And if they do it to people there, they will do it to people anywhere. Any of us could be next. That's frightening. That's frightening. It is. Can happen to someone innocent just being in the crowd and trying to help someone. Yeah. What is this? Wow. Oh, I'm sure this is going to be open. They've an investigation, big, you know. But who's in charge? You know. Who? Yeah. And I think you know what I'm saying. How is this? Yeah. It's sad. It's tragic. And I hope the family of this man gets, justice. They will never see their loved one again. And to know this death, this is one, is very tragic. Yeah. The Trump administration will not investigate it. It is going to take states to do it and arrest those rogue goons when they do this. there is going to be demands. This is, I don't think this is going to go away quietly. Yeah, there will probably be many groups to come forward in this one. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let me play just a smooth riff, and I'll be right back. Yeah, we need some music, and it's times like these. It's like, what do you even say behind something like this? Hmm. Yeah. So what have I missed today? Because I've been out. I have. It's night talk. Your team won. Okay. A couple of hours of distraction. Sports, that's yeah. As big as, some tragedies are. Yeah, and they too get cemented in history, and things continue on. Don't know what's going to happen on this one. Yeah. And the weekend isn't over, and the night isn't over, right? Yeah. So, long silence. So, what do you want to talk about tonight? I'm sure you guys would like me to talk about something new, right? Run, tell that too. When are we going to go back over to Unwind with Teddy? Um, yeah, I could I could be there now. Yeah, because it's the 7 days. It's gone. Basically, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Duke. I love Duke. Yeah. Um you think you're gonna lose that. All right. Yeah. Do you know I really don't watch much television at I should say I don't even watch television, really. You know. Nah, not much. I catch the news on my computer or phone or whatever. But local news, yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah. And for sports, that's good. Yeah, but I've even removed like all those sports packages, all of that. Yeah, I finally got rid of a bunch of unnecessary cable bills. Her battery died today, so you had to jump it. You wouldn't want to know what has happened with me, but I can't. The thing about it is, I can't really talk about very much. Anything really, really personal. Yeah, and hmm, no, hmm. Sorry about that. $250. Ooh. Yep, batteries are not, those $79 batteries, that was like many, 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 many years ago. When you would see a battery advertised for, you know, not anymore. They're hundreds of dollars. Yeah. And you need a good car and you need one with, good tires. Yeah. And tires cost a lot of money. Yep. Hey, Buzzball and Boy Z. Mhm. Yeah. Um, you don't pay for sports. They're bootleg. Okay. Yeah, YouTube and the internet, you can pretty much get everything that you want. Yeah, anything. Yeah. hmm Um, so with next week coming up, I uh, will obviously sometime next week I will be responding to a recent filing. And I mentioned just briefly last night, I hadn't gotten a chance to, really read the 30 pages or 29 pages. Well, today I have a good sense of what it is, And um, a large part of it is an exhibit. And the exhibit is the detailed email correspondence between myself and the United States Copyright Office from the very beginning. Mhm. There's something missing in there. There's one email, not email, but a telephone call, conversation, or note, record that I know took place. Mhm. And I just wondered um, how that was obtained. Someone said it's public information. I didn't know that the detailed correspondence, every single phone call that I've had, would be made public with all of the tag numbers to even an email that's sent that has an identifier that's specific to the registrant. That's something I got to check out. Because I just don't imagine that to be the case. But I don't know. I don't know about this until, I check things out on Monday. Mhm. But somehow she's obtained it and she posted it. Mhm. Mhm. And I've looked over the ECF. I told you this really began November 17, and maybe just slightly before that, but definitely November 17th. And I call it interference with my copyright registration. So, yeah, she had been pleading with the court in, I believe it was ECF 116 and 120. I'd have to look again. But she wanted the court to contact, the United States Copyright Office. And that would have been, I think that would have been, yes, definitely before she did on November 26th. So I believe it was the 17th. It would have come before then. So sometime before then, I could look. Mhm. And when the Copyright Office refused the registration on the 1st of December, and I didn't know that an email had been sent on November 26th because that was just before Thanksgiving. Mhm. I didn't learn of it because, of course, I don't know what's been emailed. Not until the United States Copyright Office mailed me a copy of the email that the defendant generated and sent to them. Mhm. So she took it upon herself to submit, since the court, I guess she was trying to get the court to do something, to inquire. She decided she would do it on the 26th. So I posted that in my filing. And then on Monday, December 1st, the United States Copyright Office agent noted a phone call conversation that was made at 10:19. That one isn't showing up. Interesting. hmm That one is missing. hmm I don't see it. Mhm. And in that phone call, because I have filed it as part of my filing, mhm, either someone on that other end of that line speaking with that representative uh, repre- um, impersonated me, or someone was representing me and they weren't authorized to do so. Mhm. Because when I called for the first time that day, almost noon, the person I spoke with said, "Didn't you call earlier?" I'll just say that. Yeah. No, I didn't call earlier. Well, we have it right here. You inquired about this. Oh. So not only did they send written interference with my copyright on the 26th, somebody picked up the phone and spoke about that copyright registration. Not going to say what the context of that is, but I'm going to find out more about this on Monday. Mhm. Yeah. If records like that are just open, because I don't recall, and I know I didn't request any records. No, like that. And when records are requested, you have to document, go through their, certain channel. I don't know if once a file is closed, all the records, even the email conversation, everyone with detail with all of these. In other words, if I want to file again, I'm given like just call it a key code or something. I didn't know all that would be public, but all of that's in the filing. It looks exactly like my emails, except there's no headers. It's just my emails. Yeah. And a lot is being said. And what she is not doing is acknowledging the story keeps changing from ECF 109 when she put up there in the exhibit was the original PPO image. Yes, she posted it. Yeah. And it went from the original to alleged to the first time she saw it, she said it was on Discord that someone posted a non party. It just has evolved. That's the focus. That's the focus. The fact that this individual reached out to the United States Copyright Office to interfere before a decision had been made, no matter what it was. That image should never have been in the public space. It was unlawfully recorded, and defendant Daniel Robertson possessed the original. And she admitted that she took my face, cropped it from that image. Then she took another picture of a woman or a person, took that picture off, put my face onto that picture. She says she didn't change my face, my image, the way I looked on that original. She said she added color and lighting and all of this and that. The focus is that picture, that image. When she's saying, well, they refused the copyright, you didn't have rights to it. You didn't have rights to it either. That's what you're not explaining, Danielle, to the judge. That's why you don't want discovery. Mm-hmm. And she's trying to say this was a fraud, that was a fraud, this was. And even though now the letter is there, unredacted. By the way, there was nothing that said I had to show the full letter. It's my personal email. I don't have to show that. We're not at discovery, and the court didn't ask for it. I gave them the registration number and that it was refused. That's where we were at. And it just got to her every single day. And she kept mentioning it's redacted. It's redacted. Don't you want to know what's in it? You should know what's in it. So finally, she got a hold of all my emails and she posted, okay. And you see that I did not make up anything. Yeah. I said where it was from. I answered the questions because I knew, and because of who I am, things eventually can, be discovered. But she wants to take the focus off of the picture being in her possession, and that she inadvertently, in her haste, I will say, to prove that it's not mine, meaning the plaintiffs. I had it. You sure did. You didn't want that. Somehow that got out. And then in the next filing after it, ECF 116, it starts alleged. And then by 120, it was Discord. And now it's, another argument. And she says, I didn't introduce the petitioner in this. All we have to do is go back, Danielle. I've never seen so much backpedaling, walking stuff back. But that's the part that feels like, there. Again, I'm just only going to say limited amount about it until I know all the facts. But I know what I swore to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know someone that does not want this to get to discovery. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know how the judge is, going to respond to any of this. I really don't. Mm-hmm. But there's some new facts. That's why she doesn't want the judge to rule in favor of granting new facts to be entered in this case. Mm-hmm. New pleading. I don't know what that means, Jennifer. I'm telling you, just like I'm quiet on the mic, is like, because I'm thinking like, what can I say? What should I say? Once things are filed, you're going to see them. So doesn't mean I'm, going to talk in so much detail. I'll say enough. You say, I really hope that when the court's being so quiet, that they are getting her identity since she is refusing to provide it. But I guess we will find out. I know that the court, they've got all these documents to read. And this is a but. This is a person who is not compliant. The judge gave an order on the 29th for identity. We all know that, January the 5th, right? It's come and gone. And since then, she filed ECF 125, 26, 27. Mm-hmm. And now 131. So 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 4. Because then I filed 20, 29, 30. Yes. So she's had 4 filings. 3 on the 7th of January and 1 on the 23rd. Yes. Just yesterday. Yeah. What is the question? Yes, you can email me right now at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Let's see. Thanks for asking, because we are trying to be cautious. Oh, let's see. What is the question? Let me go back up. Let's start with the... wait a minute. Okay. Something happened on the 1st of December, and it wasn't me. Yeah. Jennifer says, I don't know what fully happened. Likewise. But interfering with a copyright could also be possibly be part of a defamation suit because it interferes with you making income from your creation. The Copyright Office refused, but you can appeal, right? And I can't say so much, but except that someone interfering in the process before I've gotten that opportunity. I can't, again, there's only so much that I can really say so far because I need to get more information. But the fact that she interfered, and that's what I'm calling it, that's what I called it in my filing, administrative interference with copyright. Mhm. Urging them, trying to urge them to, you know, you know what? Let me just. I don't even know if I don't think she has the response. You know, she put all the emails in, but I don't think, I have to look again. I don't think the one that the Copyright Office sent me telling me that she had contacted them and also sent me a copy of the email that she sent to the Copyright Office, because they don't have conversations with someone about someone else's copyright unless it's them with their, code and all of that. They don't speak to anyone else on the phone. They don't accept emails. But she emailed, so they obviously read it and respond. So on some level, there was, again, I can't tell you exactly everything. I call it interference. This is a person who thinks, well, we've seen it over the years, right? They'll call hospitals, they'll call businesses, they'll call people's jobs, they'll impersonate, they'll be this person, that they have no scruples, they have no boundaries. They think they're entitled to get information no matter what it is, how they plan to use it. They're anonymous. That just entitles them. Yeah. They will call people's home. It doesn't matter. Anything she wants, she's going to get it. But nobody can get her information. Nobody can find out who she is. But she can. She has a back channel. How does this happen? I don't know. For anything she wants. Mm-hmm. Explain it. Yeah. You see, whether it's valid or not, these are the kinds of things that would come out in discovery. Clarify. All right, so you said it first happened on Discord. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and argue. I'm just saying all of that could be, sorted out. The truth. because she can say, this person recorded it. I don't know that. Not for 100% certain. I know she had the original. She said it. It's in her filing. Whether she wants to backpedal or not, you can go to ECF 109. And it says original. Where is it? Let me just, I'll make that just a, I'll just make a picture of the top of it so you can see the number. That one, you see, she filed ECF 109. She posted the exhibit G1. She labeled it Original PPO Zoom Image, April 2024, recorded by non-party. That's me sitting there on the call, Zoom call. Okay. That labeling since changed. Hang on, let me show another one. Let's pull up this one. That one is G2. She labeled it cropped face extracted from original used in meme. She said she created the meme. She said she extracted my face. She labeled it right there. Cropped face extracted original from original. Uh-huh. That means you possess the original. How did you know it was the original? And then she goes from ECF 109. You see that? I'm going to show you what she labeled it in ECF. Let's see. Was it 120? Hang on. Let's put up a cover. Now you know that she put up that she created, or you saw the labeling. Let's go to this one. This is from ECF 120. B. Defendant first saw the image only after a non-party posted it publicly. Defendant did not attend PPO hearing and did not receive any recording from the court or from the PPO petitioner. Defendant first saw the PPO still on Discord.com. Only after, so this was filed on the 10th. ECF, this is ECF 120. This is filed on the 10th of December. On November the 17th that I showed you from 109, from ECF 109, the original. So if it was posted on to Discord, how did you know it was the original? You have to know what the original is to know. But you labeled it the original. Now let me show you what it's gone to. Hang on. It went from original because these are now black and white. It went to original PPO still image posted on Discord.com. Wait a minute. Where is it? That was what it was first. Original PPO Zoom image, April 2024, recorded by non-party to original PPO still image posted on Discord. Okay. Hang on. She wants to make sure that, got to keep it straight. Got to keep that Discord straight. That, it's like, gee, now I got to, it's like, where was that? Where is it? It was on Discord, right? That's where I saw it. Let's see. It goes from, this is November 17th, goes from a crop face extracted from original used in meme to now. She's got to place it somewhere. Let's see, where is it? Exhibit D, cropped image from Discord, PPO still used in meme compilation. Let me just stop here. Let's go back. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Plus, there's a lot that has transpired. Yeah. Because no one asked her. But, after she filed that, then, she's, it goes from this to now you got to place it somewhere. Where did she see it? No one asked her, but she put it on Discord. That's where she said she first saw it. Okay, it was placed on Discord, because these are filings, right? Whose account? Who placed it on Discord? Because Discord has a record of every time something's been uploaded. And she says it was public and anyone could have seen it. So she just stumbled upon it. And then she said she took a picture of the picture that was on Discord. And then she manipulated and created the meme. I could go into a whole lot of things, but she doesn't address that. No. She doesn't. The chain of custody. She had the original. She had the original. She said she didn't watch it. She doesn't know about it. She wasn't there. Somehow, that picture got out. And she's saying, well, you can't copyright it. Well, it wasn't copyright. Okay. If it weren't out in public, it wouldn't have been used in that meme, and it wouldn't be used in the deep fake pornography because the original was used. And you can say I'm accusing you of that. It's in your ECF 109 original. She wants to sidestep that. And by putting it and saying it was on Discord, almost a month later, November 17th, and then by December the 10th, it was on Discord. Okay, that's what you say. I don't know. That's what Discovery is for. That's what Discovery would find out. Because Discord and StreamYard and all of these other, they have when the camera was turned on. And you know what? People can say, well, the Zoom, when the judge was there, it was just me, my lawyer, the judge, the clerk, and the PPO petitioner, non-party. If that person used StreamYard, people can see, I didn't say, if that person, or let's just say anybody, they can bring you onto their StreamYard and have you where? Behind the scenes. And you can be listening and watching a video and be part of the Zoom, and the court doesn't see that. StreamYard knows, though. Whether it's StreamYard or some other, it could have been a phone. Access. The next morning, the hearing was on the 9th, right? Of April 2024. The ruling did not come out until it must have been maybe close to 6 o'clock in the evening, okay, after the hearing, right? It was denied. The next morning, before 11 o'clock, the defendant went live. And she talked about the hearing. She talked about details of the hearing. She also mentioned that someone said something. She never mentioned the name. Seems like somebody was talking to somebody that got something into somebody's hand, because you know what? On that video, the defendant's video, it was the picture of denied, the ruling, the court order. She had it the next morning. She couldn't wait. And she gave details about the judge, about the attorney. She even mentioned that the judge said, "Don't mention Danny." That's something. How would she know that? That's a conversation, details that only 5 people would have heard. But see, she's anonymous, and she didn't think, because she deleted that video, that would come out. The video on the 9th, the video on the 22nd of April, the video on the 23rd, communications. You see, that's what discovery would be about. She possessed the original. She said that's where the meme was created from, the original. How'd you get the original? Now she said, oh, it was on Discord. Whose Discord is it? Let's see. When did you actually access it? Does that person have Discord? You see, that video, that damning video for the next morning, when she, kept on saying it for 80 times, that the judge said mutual combat. And now she wants to say that's the person is principal. It's what happened after that image got out and what was done with it. She manipulated that image. She cropped it. She admitted it. And now she wants to turn it into a discussion about it shouldn't have been filed. It shouldn't have been this. Well, you know what? The judge has a court order for you to give your identity. Start there. But she's fighting really hard to have the case dismissed and to, stay discovery. A lot of other things. Yeah. Everything has a footprint. So that why would I be worried about it? I'm not worried about anything that I said in an email. She might say, well, why did you redact it? You know why? Just because of this. This helps to prove my point. She has absolutely you don't even know. Listen up closely as she recorded. By then, she should have known that you would have all of that information. She screwed herself by not being able to keep her mouth shut. Had I not had it, because the court hasn't heard that, but they know about it. They haven't listened to it. They haven't listened to any of the recordings yet. Okay. And now she wants to say it was the PPO petitioner. That's who. That's the principal party. That's what this is all about. This whole lawsuit? No, it isn't. That was one day. We haven't talked about that individual. I haven't. This has been a year. And now she's trying to back away from it. That's it. No, she wants to, and she wants to tell the judge if you have to do something, then take out that part that has anything to do with the PPO petitioner and that part and this part, and just like you did. There's no conspiracy. There's none of this, just because it's all mixed up in the copyright, and the copyright shouldn't have been filed in the first place. Okay. It's like mixing things up. Email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. I can't say too much. I just give you a little bit. So you have maybe just a clue. Yeah. And now she's calling it a scandal. Yeah, she posts on her members today. But she's hiding. Yeah. Let's find out. Let it all come out. Yeah. Yes, telling the court what to do. Absolutely. We could read more on that one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's 11:34. Thank you. You're doing a great job. The audacity. All comments and opinions are allegedly alleged. Let me tell you. How can I keep it real big? Something's going to happen probably next week. She says she plays chess, right? Not checkers. She says she wins always. Okay. This is for anything out there. Anything. Anybody. Okay. Read between the lines. Anybody. You don't think she's not planning something? She said she's 4 steps ahead. That goes for anybody. Everything, even silence, everything, even moving, planning and plotting. And just when you think it's safe, and she's gonna pull something. Mhm. You think I'm sitting here thinking she's not planning something? She's always planning something. Always. And it's not just me. Think, think, think. Think big. For her, no boundaries. It doesn't matter. It's all about winning. Winning. And if she thinks she's not winning, that's not how it goes. So look around, look big and broad. It's all about winning for her. She's it's all about winning. Nothing else matters. No one else matters. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Sounds like some weather witchery, allegedly. Listen carefully. When they say justice isn't swift, they sure aren't lying. It isn't. Somebody put in, little note under a video. Said, "Don't be frustrated, Teddy," or something like that. It's I'm good. um, you know, it's challenging. Yeah, but yeah, it is normal to, this can be frustrating part of it. Yeah. Yeah. This person is not going to give up easily. Read between the lines on anything, on anyone. It's not going to be a lay down. Okay. Watch what I say. hmm She's trying to figure out something right now. How she's her next move on this court, on this case. Mhm. Like if this goes this way, then she's got another angle. It just keeps moving around. Yeah, that's all. But I wonder, will the judge allow this continual filing while she's non-compliant? Maybe that's the question I really wanted to ask at the beginning. How long would that? Yeah, I think Jennifer said something. How long would that go on? I don't even know. When you said you hope the silence, I don't know what it means, except I know at some point the judge will respond. I'm not even that part. I'm not even worried about at all. She's gonna respond. I think. I think next week something is maybe a response will come. Yeah. Anything else? I could say a lot. And I actually did say more than I thought I would say. Talking about the case. Yeah. Some of this needs to be read, it needs to be heard. So people you know what's going on a little bit. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that video. Yes. That video on the 9th. Hmm. Yeah. She even, on the video, she talks about telling the person what they can do the next time to file, you know. So that means they were talking about that person, you know, the PPO petitioner, when they say, next time when they file, they'll do better or they will do this or that. I told them to do this. So that means they talked. That means they talked between, should I say allegedly, between the 9th and the 10th, the morning, the evening, and the morning. She said, I told her the next time you file, it's on the recording what the judge said. As she's describing what the judge said, how would you know? There was less than 12 hours, maybe 15 hours. And she was on her YouTube talking about the hearing. She made it clear. I'm going to tell you about the hearing. It was titled Black Tea Sector, Teddy Bundy, April 9th, or The Real Tea, April 9th. Uh-huh. She was reporting on what happened. Uh-huh. That was a closed hearing, private. How are you reporting on something in detail? Explain. Hmm. You can't explain that one. The judge, magistrate judge, in her report and recommendation, dismissed conspiracy, that count, because I had not shown a meeting of the mind. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. And now, somehow, she got the original. Hmm. Meeting of the mind. Now that I look back at it, there was a lot more I could have put in there. Mhm. Yeah. And she doesn't want to. She doesn't want that opportunity. Uh-uh. Well, she's the one. She's the one that filed ECF 109 and put it there. I didn't know what, because I didn't record it. No, she had in her possession the original in color. So you mean to tell me Discord, that was posted on Discord just like that? Okay, I don't know if it was or not, but let's find out. That's still infringement. is still violating my privacy. Still a lot of things. Still harassment. It's still a lot of things. And yes, it's still creating deep fake pornography. You created it, Daniel Robertson. You cropped that picture. You put it on your YouTube. Posted it. You posted it to I can't. I have those. You did it. Make me out of a lie. You did it, Danielle. That's what I'm going to say. You did it. That's what I'm alleging. So, you don't want discovery? That's what she's saying. Stay discovery. I don't know if the judge will do it. She might not. I don't know. I haven't said I won. I haven't. It won't be over till it's over. Yeah. I'm not going to be premature in celebrating. No. This is a case and it's getting involved. Yes, she admitted to it. I put it in my filing. She admitted she possessed the original. Yeah. She admitted a lot of things. She admitted she contacted the medical board. She admitted a lot of things. And so did other people. But Danielle is the person who I'm suing. And she wants to tell the judge that this case cannot go on without another individual being named. And if they're named, it would automatically dismiss the case because we live in the same state. That's what she thinks. There's a lot going on, guys. In the background, I haven't talked about it. You have no idea. I really mean it like that. I really wish we could get to that point. Yeah. I know you're listening. You're recording. Yeah. I'm not worried about anything that I've said. No. Because it can all come out. I want it to all come out. I do. And then we'll just know. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, trying to get it taken away because they failed. Let me read the one before that. Who is unforgiven? Nothing to see here. Okay. And every person who did her dirty deeds by calling and lying to get your license taken away needs to be held accountable too. You know, people have been doing a lot of things. People have been doing a lot of things. Yeah. And I have said each case is independent. There's, a common factor. It's this same defendant. But each case is going to be able to stand on its own. Yeah. Rise or fall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there is interrelated information that, and we'll just see how it goes, one day at a time. Tomorrow I've got some, paperwork to do because I didn't finish it up today. Not really started, just did some reading. And of course I was out. But that's going to do it for me. I don't think I have any emails. Yeah. Again, prayers out to the families of these victims over in Minnesota. I just hope that it doesn't spill over to other cities. Yeah. I was thinking about that today. I was thinking, here in Detroit, I don't think so. No. But there might be some other cities that, erupt in protests. Yeah, stay warm. Yeah. That's it for me. Thanks for all of you. Thanks for watching. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way out and join me sometime tomorrow. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.